Yeah, I'm 47 years old, and I am originally from Brazil. I have been in this country for over 20 years and started training at a gym. Got a lot of people going with the training, several clients. So I was using some resistance bands on my training, the different exercises that you can do, and I was amazed by it. And then I started actually seeing some changes in my body as I was training, and I was like, man, I can definitely pass this along to my clients. And then, lo and behold, I was scrolling through different resistance bands, and there comes Undersun, bright orange, sexy orange. I was like, I need that ASAP. So definitely, I like the look.
What drew you to this style of training?
At first, it was due to the situation, so I didn't have equipment. And then, when I started helping clients with the bands, I was amazed by how much you can have someone that is absolutely new, hasn't done anything at all, how much you can do with resistant bands for that client. I got chills just thinking about it because I have clients that have extensive health issues, like pages and pages of health issues that they couldn't even walk before they got to me, like barely walk around because they were in so much pain. And I had them, modified exercise with the resistant bands, and before you know it, they are moving, they're mobile, they're actually changing their bodies, they're feeling better. And the feel that you get in the muscles with the resistant bands it makes that connection with the brain, because with dumbbells it's really hard to do because you have to deal with the ability of them to knowing the exercise, them getting hurt, and you have to really perform the exercise properly before you can load the muscle. And with the resistance bands, you don't, you can sit them down and have them do curls, and they can feel the muscle pumping, and that for them is like, oh, it's working. Like,
Yeah.
for them, it's working. And on top of it all, not having a mirror. Everybody says, are you going to train with a mirror? I was like, no. To have the mind-muscle connection is so much better not to have a mirror, because then you feel it instead of looking at it. The pump that you get for these new beginners that I have is like magic for them. It's like all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, this is actually training. I'm actually training. But I have someone that has all kinds of issues, and she's dropping weight. She's like, look, I have some biceps and stuff.
Aww.
And it's just for them, it's so incredibly transforming. It's like this whole spectrum of the life that they had not experienced before is opening up, like, because their bodies is doing stuff that they didn't think they could do.
Right.
And the bands, I don't care what you're doing, you're working your core. I don't care if you're doing, your core is activated. Even if you're sitting,
Right.
it's going to be activated. So to me, that has been incredibly transformative. Like, I love to see their changes, and I mean, the feedback I get is just insane.
Say that you prefer resistance band training over free weight.
100%. Yeah. The fact that they can do stuff at home, and for that, they're changing the bodies is that much faster because they can do it at home.
Right.
They can do it in their porch. They can do it anywhere.
So
They can do
you
it in the
would say that it improved your day-to-day life with the unnecessary time it takes to travel to the gym?
Oh yes, yeah. And that's two things that I heard the most: time, and I don't know how. Like, no time, and I don't know exactly how to do it.
Right.
So those things out of the way, no excuses whatsoever. So the time is for you to pick up the band out of the bag and put it in your hands and start doing it. That's how long it takes, right? And I don't know how to do it. There are 3 exercises they can do right now. I can get them doing right now that will get their heart rate up no matter what. I think, in my opinion, to help people, if they have a set of resistant bands, there is no reason why not, right? So the
Right.
freedom to have that in your hands, your workout in your hands, that's, for me, is what it is. It's like you have control over it. There are a lot of resistant bands out there, but there's no personality to them whatsoever. But what drew me to Undersun is that there's 2 people that are super into the fitness, and they are behind a band with all this knowledge, you can't put a value into that, right? Because this is a completely different feel for it, because there is knowledge behind it. So you can go on YouTube and find 1,000 videos of James talking about muscle connection, or all the different reasons why resistant bands helps with muscle development in the way you train. So putting the two together, to me, it was a done deal for me. There's a personality to the bands.
What style of training do you prefer, like the HIIT style or more of like the building the muscle?
I do both with my clients.
This is a trick question, right? Punished on Friday if you don't answer correctly.
I do both with my clients. I personally think that the HIIT muscle building is a little bit more effective for clients that are starting out, because they lean out super fast. And after you get that established, then you can do more of the muscle building. But I do have days, if I train somebody 3 times a week, I do have days when we do HIIT, and then the days that we do muscle building, and then strength training, and then the other day we do another HIIT. So I am more drawn to the HIIT part of it, because I do, getting their heart rate up, intensity is the name of the game, especially for beginners. Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.